Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout. This is number 10 out of 42. So I went to a crop at the end of October. I brought 48 page kits with me and I got 42 pages done. And now we're going to go through them. So if you go back on my channel, you can see me putting all those page kits together and the process that I went through, putting the pattern papers together, then adding embellishments, then adding, finding some washi tapes to add and adding the enamel dots and the photos. And I talk about how I did my journaling for almost all the pages. And then I also did all my titles for all the pages. And that was a game changer. I was so much more prepared than any other time that I went to a crop, and I think that's why it was such a success. Now this page here, it was mostly all scraps, and actually I think all of my page kits were all using scraps. And it seems that even though that I make page kits after page kits after page kits with scraps, I am still have so much scraps in my room. It's unbelievable. So I'm looking forward to making more page kits for another crop that I'm going to be going to. I don't know if I'm going to go in January or in April, but very soon I'm going to start making more page kits for that. And I'll be filming the whole thing here on YouTube. But it just, it helps making sure that these papers that we loved when we bought them, they just don't get used once and then you don't use them anymore. Now this page here, I had 3 photos. I ended up leaving one at 4x4 and then I cut the other 2 at 3x3 and kind of made a little cluster and mounted them all on some cardstock. And then I cut a piece of pattern paper around 4x12, and that's going to be at the top of my layout, and that's where I'm going to put my title. And then I used a page strip, that was the paper strip, the manufacturer strip, I guess it's called. And the back side, I love it when they make it so that you can use it and so nothing goes to waste. So I ended up using that because I really liked the color. It worked out really well. And of course, my title is already all done up. So I just go ahead and I glue everything down. So by having my titles done and my journaling done and everything all together in a page kit, whenever I finish a page, I would have 2 baggies. I would have one baggie that I put all my pattern papers in, and then the other baggie, I would put all my embellishments in there. And what it did was, it was 1, easy cleanup after each of the layouts, and 2, as soon as I would have that done and I would clean up, it was easy cleanup. So my desk most of the time was pretty clean. And then I would just grab the next page kit. And normally what I do is I number my page kits, so from 1 to 48, and that's exactly how I worked on the page kits. I didn't just grab in the middle. I literally I started with number 1 and I went straight through to number 42, so that I really didn't have to think. I didn't want to go through and say, oh, I think I want to work on this one right now. No, just one after the other. And the way I had it set up was every second one there was a sketch so I could use it. Now if I opened my page kit and I'm like, ooh, the pattern paper, I like the way it is right now, and I really don't want to do that sketch because it kind of messes. Because when you work with scraps, sometimes the way the paper is already cut it's already perfect. So why mess with that? So if I already had an idea when I looked at the pattern paper, I kept the sketch for a page kit that maybe I didn't have a sketch in it and I would use it later. But at least I had those options. When I got to those even numbers page kits, I would say, okay, do I want to use a sketch this time or not? Now, I always glue the base of my layout down, and once I have that glued down, then I start dividing my embellishments by cluster, and then I start gluing down. And what I do is I flip all of the embellishments over all at once. I don't start gluing down until I have them all done. And I find that if, instead of picking up the ATG gun 4 times, I picked it up once and I glue everything down, and then I just move on to the next thing. And I find that that also saves me a lot of time. And just for the record, I know it's not a race. I know that I'm not in competition with anybody else. For me, this was a working weekend. So if I went there and I only got 5 pages done, then that would only be 2 weeks of videos for YouTube. Where I got 42 pages done, that's over 5 months of videos for me. So that is huge. That brings down my workload by so much. Now, I still have some work to do. I have to upload all the videos, which, by the way, as soon as I got home, because I didn't want to lose all those videos, I made a file. I uploaded, I did folders within that file from 1 to 42, and then I uploaded all the because every time I did a layout, at the end of it, I would take pictures of the layout. So not only did I, do the videos, but I also took the pictures. So in each folder, it's from layout 1 to 42. So when I'm doing these videos now, I go, oh, okay, I'm on layout 10. I can go to file 10, upload the video to my Vimeo, and edit the videos, edit the photos. So super organized. That's the way I like to be, super organized. If these videos were still on my phone, I would be afraid that I would delete them by error, and that would be kind of sad. But if you're new to my channel and you didn't see the beginning, I have a playlist where I, show putting all these page kits together, and now you're seeing, okay, with those just random, literally random die cuts all thrown in the bag with some photos and everything, how these pages all come together. And this, if you saw that little bull clip with all the journaling cards, that's how I keep my journaling. I put P1 to, page kit number 1 to page kit 42, and I kept all of them together. And then what I do is, as soon as I'm done, I kind of scribble on it, but I also tossed the recipe card because it's no good. It's done. It's done its purpose. And that's it. That's going to complete this layout. Stay tuned for some pictures at the end. And of course, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I would truly, truly appreciate it. And if you could give my channel or this video a thumbs up, it also helps my channel. And if you could leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.